Hello, I'm Maggie Morgan, a reading specialist with Racine Unified School District. There's a famous quote that you may have heard before. It says, "Today a reader, tomorrow a leader." This quote is from Margaret Fuller, who, fun fact, was the first female book reviewer in journalism. I've always loved this quote for its simplicity, but it also speaks to the importance of learning to read. Academic difficulties, including reading difficulties, are one of the key reasons students drop out of high school. Another interesting fact is that the greatest amount of brain growth occurs between birth and age 5. This means the majority of brain growth is occurring before children have begun school. This reminds me of another one of my favorite quotes. It's from a children's author named Emily Buchwald. She said, "Children are made readers on the laps of their parents." Throughout this time of tremendous brain growth, before children get to school, early reading can begin. No, us teachers don't expect children to be actually reading before kindergarten, but parents and guardians can provide a great foundation for reading and writing before children begin school. Throughout the school year, we will be sharing some early reading tips and tricks for parents and guardians to use at home. You are your children's first teachers, so we want to support you with this important job. Here's your first tip, and it's an easy one. Just read with your children. Reading aloud is a simple way to begin or keep supporting your child as they develop as a reader. Reading aloud has many, many benefits. First, it benefits their vocabulary. Books tend to use bigger and more complex words than speaking does. Reading aloud with your child will expose them to a large variety of words. Reading aloud also helps develop background knowledge. Books introduce your child to new worlds and new people. Reading a nonfiction book with your child will expose them to new concepts as well. A higher vocabulary and more background knowledge is linked to better comprehension or understanding. Plus, reading aloud allows your child to learn about stories, their characters, their settings, their problems, their solutions. All of this knowledge will be an investment for your child to use later, once they are learning to read at school. Reading aloud can actually start teaching some letters and sounds too. As they read with you, children will begin to notice letters and words. They may even start associating some sounds with those letters. This is yet another source of knowledge for children to use when they start learning those letters and sounds at school. And finally, probably the biggest benefit of reading aloud with your child is the bonding and enjoyment you will experience together. Setting aside this time to read with your child instills a love of reading and provides a special time together. So, here's my tip for you today. Grab a book and read with your children. I'm not going to set a time limit, but I will say you should read whenever you can, read whatever you can, and read for as long as you can. So, have fun reading with your children. Don't forget to follow Racine Unified on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Use the hashtag #RURaisingAReader to post pictures of your reading at home and to access all of our early literacy tips.